If you have ever played as the character Wendy from Don't Starve, you would know that Abigail is a pretty stout defender, coming to your aid whenever you are in danger, and most of the time handling the threats. But Abigail has spent so long defending Wendy in a pretty one-sided relationship, so what if we flip the script? The premise of today's challenge is simple. We must defend our twin sister Abigail and ensure that she doesn't die by any means at all, while accomplishing a goal that's pretty unique, that being the Sightseer Challenge. We will start in the world of Reign of Giants, then travel to Shipwrecked, and finally settle in a home in the hills of Hamlet. And we must do this all in order, without letting Abigail die a single time. But wait, that's kind of easy. Abigail is an absolute beast who can level up and we can— Wrong! This is single-player Don't Starve Abigail. That means pre-rework Abigail. We have to summon her with a sacrifice, and we have little to no control over her when we do summon her. She still has a respectable 600 health, but no invincibility frames or tonics or commands like she has in Don't Starve Together. All of this makes her, well, to put this in YouTube-friendly terms, she just really doesn't like being alive. Or would you say undead? I don't know. Either way, can Wendy and Abigail live happily ever after in their own house in the world of Hamlet? Or will Wendy have to suffer a second loss? Well, let's spawn in our default Hamlet-enabled Reign of Giants world and find out. Day 1. No Abigail. Yeah. Before Wendy's rework in Don't Starve Together, Abigail actually takes a few days to charge up, which can be seen with her flower blooming. Once the flower was in full bloom, we would be able to make a sacrifice to bring her out. And per the rules of this challenge, we will have to drop everything we are doing and summon her whenever she is ready. But for now, we get a few days without needing to babysit our twin sister, so we spend it gathering resources and doing other silly, dubious Day 1 tasks. Day 2, and ooh, Abigail was getting closer. Not quite here yet though, so we had more preparation time. Since we have all this time, let me go ahead and share my plan with you. Oh, never mind, she's ready. We make the sacrifice of a butterfly and boom, Abigail is here. Now it was our job to make either a seaworthy or a skyworthy and head to the world of Shipwrecked without letting Abigail die once. Easier said than done, that's for sure. But I had a game plan. To make the seaworthy, we would need to find the parrot set piece, and to make the skyworthy, we would need to find the crash balloon. The parrot is easier since it can only be found on the coastline, so that was our main goal. With Abigail in tow, we set out to explore the map. On day 3, Abigail gets into her first scuffle. Spiders. Thankfully, Abigail is still a beast and can handle them, but once dens start reaching tier 3, we would be in a little bit of danger. Abigail does gain more damage as the sun goes down, but not any more health, which is arguably more important for this challenge. We do have to fight these spiders though, as we will need silk for something very important later on. We don't find Mr. Parrot today, which is kinda sad. That's okay though, because on day 4, guess who we found? Yes, that's right, the parrot. We hammered down the boat and received the Seaworther. The silly string can would be better since then we would have the schematics ready when we hunt it down in Shipwrecked, but hey, living logs totally won't be an issue, right? Right? Whatever, that's a future problem. Right now we have another focus, a Prestidigitator, which we would need to upgrade into a shadow manipulator to make the seaworthy. So we make a science machine, craft a top hat, and a trap, and wait for morning. On day 5, we capture some rabbits and pre-craft not only a Prestidigitator, but also an alchemy engine. Now, all we needed was living logs and nightmare fuel. I originally decided to hold out hope that there would be a totally normal tree somewhere out in the Great Wilderness, which would provide an easy 3 living logs per, but there were none. That sucked. But what about a tree guard? They give quite a few living logs and are super easy to kite. Yeah, we would, but Abigail would get melted by a tree guard, which would make the challenge be over anyway. So how can we get living logs without fighting a tree guard? Birchnut guards. Poison birchnut trees, who I will be referring to as Gregs from here on out, and no, I won't elaborate, if you know, do not actually have a strong attack, and can be chopped down relatively easy. The little shits they spawn too are also easy pickings for Abigail. The only issue, well, they are completely reliant on RNG. So to make things easier on myself, I hire a few pigs on day 6 after what was the weakest hound attack ever, and after a while we get 2 Gregs, for a total of 5 living logs. Unfortunately, we were still 2 logs short since the Shadow Manipulator costs 3 and the Seaworthy costs 4, but oh well, surely another Greg won't take us, like, forever to get again, right? Let's go ahead and relax and farm some Nightmare Creatures because at least that's less RNG based. Oh, come on. The next few days were spent chopping birchnut trees by day and gathering that yummy fuel by night. Pigs are sort of useless as soon as dusk falls. I don't know why, but they just, like, can't chop trees without sunlight. It's weird, but by day 13, things were starting to look pretty bad. We wanted to head to Shipwrecked before hurricane season. Don't get me wrong, I could survive in hurricane season, sure. I've even done 100 days of nothing but hurricane season. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I want to have as much smooth sailing as possible, pun intended. So it would be really nice if Greg could show up again. There it is. Music to my ears. We battled Greg to the death and obtained 4 more living logs, and you may notice something a little more mischievous in my inventory. Yes, on my search for a totally normal tree, I had actually found the wicker basket, which means now we can make the Skyworthy instead of the Seaworthy. But wait, why not just make the Seaworthy, bring the can of silly string over to Shipwrecked, and then basically speedrun this challenge? Well, because that's boring. Plus, we want to ensure that Abigail will at least have somewhat of a fun experience in Shipwrecked. This did also mean that we can now make the Skyworthy without science, so all we will need is 4 living logs and the can of silly string in Shipwrecked. Oh boy, here we go. Welcome to the beaches of Shipwrecked, everyone. You may notice a few key differences. It's day 14, which means hurricane season is right around the corner, and Abigail isn't actually with us. Yeah, that's right. Jumping shards will put Abigail back into her flower. This gives us a little time to safely wander around without her having the chance to die on us, again. But remember, we will be sure to summon her as soon as possible. I hammered down the Seaworthy for an easy 2 living logs, since it's not like we are going back to Reign of Giants anyway, and then the rest of the day, well, exploring. Man, I love rainbow jellyfish. On day 15, we immediately found a totally normal tree. Jeez, thank you, Clay. This meant that we now had everything except the can of silly string from the wicker basket. Victory was so close. Except for one key fact. The wicker basket can quite literally spawn on any sandy beach biome in any island. Yeah, I did a little testing before this run, and there's no rhyme or reasoning for its spawning patterns, so we just have to get lucky. We will get lucky, right? We end the day with some more good old-fashioned exploring. Day 16. Our first Crocodog day. Now these guys are generally considered to be the weakest version of hound attacks, given that the bats in Hamlet use the god-awful Basilisk AI and swarm quickly, and the hounds in Reign of Giants can't be stun-locked. However, Crocodogs are actually pretty scary, especially for this challenge. 1, because Abigail does not have a fast enough attack speed to stun-lock them, and 2, because of a process they like to use called batch spawning. In a normal hound attack, hounds will spawn 1 at a time, sometimes with very little delay. Crocodogs? Well, they don't care. On my collecting every item run, I even had a whopping 5 spawn at once. If we ever reach that point in this challenge, well, it will be over. But to be frank, if we reach dry season anyway, it's going to be over, so meh. Oh hey, I've talked so long that we already finished that Crocodog attack. What else happened today? We found a straw hat and a skeleton, both would be valuable later on, and ended the day being depressed. On day 17, we summoned Abigail, meaning this challenge could now fail. Thanks, Abigail. Got ourselves some tactical drip, built a sturdy vessel with a sturdy sail, and finished the day by roasting up some birch nuts that we had mass-produced over in Reign of Giants. Fun. Now it's time to go on an adventure to find this wicker basket. Hurricane season was here, and no wicker basket was to be found. And to compound that, we had another Crocodog attack. This time, with Abigail being vulnerable, we had to ensure we protected her. And we do so. Very, very easily. Oh well, I'm not complaining. You may have also noticed that I appear to be spamming the pirate hat. This is because it increases your view distance while on a boat, however, its durability kind of sucks. So to remedy this, I can juggle it like I would a torch, to gain the effects without losing any durability. Hooray! Anyways, back to exploring. Day 26. No wicker basket, and to add injury to insult, another crocodog wave was here. Thankfully, because the day count has not gotten too high, it was only 4. But it won't be that way forever. We gotta pick things up now. Yeah, we found Rawling, one of the rarest and hard to find items in the game, before we found the wicker basket. Yes, I'm still malding about it. But you know what's worse? Yeah, this was basically a Let's Play. Because I had searched nearly the entire map, dug up treasure that provided me with ruins gear, and just overall have spent way too much time sailing the seas, which, don't get me wrong, I love Shipwrecked, and there will be more Shipwrecked coming to the channel, but at this point, I was getting tired of it. We even made it to monsoon season. I mean, come on. But then, before we check this island that definitely doesn't have it, because, you know, why would it have it? Might as well get some light. So I'm ready. We were on the home stretch now. No more exploring, no more building. All we needed was a measly 50 oinks, and Abigail and Wendy could live happily ever after in the capitalist utopia of Swinesbury. For our first proper day in Hamlet, I get killed. Just kidding, it's just BFB. We get teleported to their island. Get some iron and get swarmed by gnats, which was very fun. On day 38, I found Wendy and Abigail's future house, which I slightly decorated and prepared for their arrival. And finally, on day 39, Abigail had been summoned. Now it was just a matter of scrounging as much money as possible to get the keys. And then, we bought them. Finally, the challenge was complete. Now, after the great journey, Abigail and Wendy could have peace. Oh. Abigail, it doesn't look good outside. Wonder what's out there. Oh. The flying mammals of death have appeared. Abigail can handle this, right? This is Abigail's strongest season, guys. You've got this, Abigail. I believe in you, Abigail. You can do this. Oh, God. Okay, there's actually not that many. Come on, Abigail. You got this. Go, Abigail. Go. Go, Abigail. Go. She can handle it. She can handle it. She can handle it. Abigail's actually a beast right now, dude. Abigail is actually a beast right now. For the most part, she dodges all the bats. She's soloing, dude. But, I fear the worst is yet to come. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. I fear the worst is yet to come. Yes, cough, cough. I fear the worst is yet to... Oh, there he is. Look at him. All right, Abigail. Let's do this. Like, what is she doing? Okay, Abigail, you take the ghost. I got the herald. Abigail, I need help with the ghosts. She can't attack ghosts? Wait, Abigail can't attack ghosts. Oh my goodness, this is news. They're taking her away. They're taking Abigail away. No, you can't do this. No. No. I made sure to protect Abigail. I won't let you kill her. But you can kill your friends. That would be nice. Abigail, the frogs! He brought frogs upon this town! Save me! This might not be the vacation home I was expecting. Oh, dude, that was giant frog jump scare. Oh, God. Abigail, are you okay? Abigail, are you okay? Abigail does not look good. Abigail does not look okay. Abigail, don't die on me, Abigail. We need to go. We need to go, Abigail. They're not worth it, Abigail. We need to go. I didn't know she could not damage ghosts. That's new information to me. Yee! Okay. Let's just lead him away. Lead him away. I want to try to kite him to death. I never kite him to death, so I want to try to avoid making new armor. As long as Abigail's alive, that's a victory for me. Ain't nobody scared of a little triple terror beak plus like 4 crawling horrors. Ain't nobody scared of that. Only babies are scared of that. Oh no! Oh, okay. 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 Rope. We can make a rope. Okay, we're gonna make a football helmet. Ah, make the rope, Wendy! What are you doing? Okay. Alright, football helmet, Wendy. Football helmet, Wendy. You can do this. Wendy! Wendy, run! 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 Oh no. Abigail's still alive. I don't know how she's alive, but she's alive. Run's not dead yet. Go, go. Alright, triple terror beak. Oh, quadruple terror beak. My bad. I got it wrong. That's my bad, guys. Oh no, we're gonna starve. There's another herald. Ow. Oh no. We have to eat the poisonous frog legs. It's our only source of food. That's not gonna kill us outright. Abigail, I tried my best to protect you. Which one's the real one? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Dude, that stat line is atrocious! Okay, wait. Wait, fruit. Whoa. No! I almost had. Oh well, it was fun to see how long we could last in that situation. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you aren't already. Oh yeah, don't worry, I do have something fun planned with Wendy's skill tree, but that'll be obviously a separate video. See ya, everyone.